I will definitely going to share my story, saying that how I struggled. Let them
Hmm.
know. Let them know that world is not a very good place where
Correct. It's not
you will
our
always
place.
be appreciated by everyone. Like
Yes.
everything, they will start clapping. Wow, wow! No, it doesn't happen. You'll be
True.
criticized. You'll be trolled and done lot of things.
Correct.
So that's what I think. Like you are talking about why I am trying to connect. Okay, so you don't
Hmm.
say "Ye Sasi kahan se lag gaya?" I'm still there.
Hmm.
Why I'm saying this is, as you talked about your story, saying that I used to build the leads, tell them, right?
Hmm.
You're designing and saying that you lead this part of this project, you lead this. So uh, when you have this passion, like you're not building a team, you're building a family.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's that
and
that 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 is a very that's a very big statement. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, for me, like wherever I walk, okay, I I don't look through that lens saying that they are colleagues.
Hmm.
For me, they becomes a family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and
I
yeah,
agree.
when they were when I was when my I was leaving Cognizant and somebody asked me, okay, uh, I said, yeah, see, I'll definitely going to cry or definitely I'm going to be sad because I'm leaving a family,
Hmm.
right? So if I'm leaving some legacy behind, that is what that's what I feel like I achieved something, right? I can say something that, yeah, you people are there, and if you're saying something good to me, I did something good. Hmm.
Hmm.
And I
True.
told him that,
True.
yeah, because I follow Simon Sinek very seriously.
Okay.
Okay, because
Okay.
when I was learning, and he told me that what happens in military culture, okay, what happens in office culture. In military
Hmm.
culture, the person who's with a you're going with a gun, right?
Hmm.
He considered the other person as his brother, and uh, the enemy has to dare to shoot his brother. You are going to
Hmm.
take a revenge
Hmm.
because he's a family, he's a brother. Okay,
Hmm.
but that doesn't happen in the office culture, and everybody is competing among themselves. Okay,
Yes.
so that
Yes.
is a not a part of a leadership. That is a politics that is going on.
Yeah. True. True. I agree. I
So
agree.
yeah, so I'm wired in such a way. Maybe
Hmm.
it is like I have studied too much. I have followed some people very seriously, like Simon
Hmm.
Sinek, David Goggins, okay,
Hmm.
like Sandeep Maheshwari and all.
Sandeep Maheshwari.
I'm very rigid. I have
Hmm.
to follow that path.
Interesting.
So I'll end with last question that I ask everyone. Okay, see, if I'm able to connect with you, that's why the
Hmm.
conversation goes in a for hours and hours and hours.
Sure.
And I sometimes I feel like, yeah, I was able to make this conversation for this long hours. Okay, so to end it all, I ask the same question that I ask everyone. Hmm.
Hmm.
What are the advices to the new people who are joining Salesforce, who want to build their career in Salesforce? Okay, what are the steps they need to follow and be consistent on in the learning curve?
Wow, that's a big one.
Mhm.
Um, I think to anybody who is getting into the Salesforce Ohana, which is which is very commonly called, I would just say that, you know, so when I entered Salesforce, there were very limited offerings. This were just the CRM. Now it's a lot of there are a lot of offerings. There are a lot of clouds. There is sales, there is service, there is marketing, there is industries, and so on and so forth. I think now getting into this ecosystem has a lot of advantage because you can choose a specialization. You can think of an area which could be based either on industry, based on your prior experience, based on your interest. I would say if you want to be like a jack of all trades, somebody like me who has tried to go through all the offerings, it's a good way to do it. But don't start from the technical aspect of the product. Learn the business side first. It will make your lives easier. It will make your life definitely easier, because you will know what the product has to offer natively before you start thinking from, how do I develop this. I'll quote an example. There was it again, I will not quote the company. And there was this batch of fresh people that I was working with. We had a requirement about lead conversion. So, when you do lead conversion, the system allows you to do out of the box mapping of fields with accounts, contacts, and everything. We had this requirement. So, from the customer, we discussed it. So, I told the guys, okay, you do the mapping. Tomorrow we will review it. Okay, fine. I thought they were familiar with it. Next day, I come back and they said, we are still writing it. So, I got confused. What are they writing? So I said, can you show me what you're doing? And then they showed me the entire custom logic that they were writing, so that, and they are basically trying to override the convert button and so on and so forth. I was shocked. And I showed them, guys, can just let's stop. I plugged in my laptop with the projector and I showed them, yeah, this is what I was talking about. And they were like, oh sir, this is available. So I said, you guys didn't know about lead mapping. So they said, no. I said, you never asked me yesterday when I said we need to do lead mapping. So my point is that people should, yes, it is good to be technically in and out of the system. Sorry, you should be thorough. But please also understand the business and the functional side. There are a lot of native capabilities in the product that you can quickly implement and go to the next level. Unfortunately, a lot of that gets overlooked. And I've seen that in a lot of projects. My advice to people would be that learn that business side. Be technical, definitely that is important, but please also do not ignore the business and the functional aspect of the product, because that is what will help you get brownie points with customers. When I was, so right now in my current role, I'm doing more pre-sales. I'm not doing project deliveries anymore. But during my project delivery days, one of the sessions that I definitely used to have with customers is to explain to them the native product that they have bought. If somebody has bought a service cloud license, natively, what does it offer? What is a case? What is an entitlement? So on and so forth. So that is what I used to do. And I still do that. I mean, I'm not doing project deliveries anymore. But my advice to anybody coming in, please learn the product functionally also. Learn as in familiarize yourself with the product from a functional and a business aspect. And then you can, then and that would be a good point to choose your specialty as well. Then you can choose whether you want to focus more on service, marketing, experience, industries, health cloud, so on and so forth. There are a lot of offerings. But first,
I
familiarize yourself. Why? Simple people, a lot of times people don't even know what is an accounts object used for. I have had, it may sound unbelievable, but I've had scenarios. So, and that to me, if you don't know the foundation, then there's no point building the rest of the architecture.
no, I agree with your point of view of there is some disagreement also. There's agreement also.
Of
Okay.
course, of course.
Uh, uh, Agreement, yeah, because I'm a technical background, no. So, so I agree that the domain knowledge, okay, for which business you are catering to,
Mhm.
and I always talk about what they are trying to achieve, what from
Right,
the business side, what they want to achieve.
right,
First, if the basically the developers, they need to understand that side, and basically the management actually has to help to envision those things. Like you because developers are like they are being given a use case saying that bhai,
mhm,
agile methodology mein this is the user story, complete
right,
this user story.
right.
And they're focusing on the user story, they're not focusing on actually what the overall picture is.
Correct,
So
correct.
it is the responsibility of the management to help the developers
Right.
understand what they are delivering.
Mhm.
Basically, when I went to the people and said, you know, I want to know why you are doing that. I want to know why you are doing that. People
Mm.
said, okay, Sasi, why are you asking silly question? Because I was focusing on one area and I was
Mm.
asking different area questions.
Right.
Okay, people said, Sasi, stop poking nose. Okay, when I ask somebody else, like there is, let's say there are different. Now later yeah, I became a technical, but when I was a lead, I'm leading one area, and but some other leads what they are doing. I said, what you people are doing? Tell me how you are doing. They said,
Mm.
why are poking nose? Okay, if I
Mm.
ask, and in a meeting, I said, what did you say? What you are doing? What you said? So see, why you need 360 view? Focus on on your area. So
Mm.
for the management, I'm telling, okay, this is the advice to the managers. So it has to come from management, not from one lead to another.
True. True.
Okay, so that all, if you keep hearing why you're poking nose, why you're asking silly questions, I don't want to explain you what I'm doing. Okay, then a lot of people say, okay, let me focus on this area. What I have
Mm.
to. Okay. So developers mindset, management mindset, yeah, you have to see from both the angles. Hmm.
Right.
But obviously, taking on domain knowledge and implementing it, if you just tell him the domain knowledge, okay, he's going to build something good. And I was impressed with those guys which you're saying, na, that doing the custom object all. Okay,
Mm.
if you let's say maybe they were little very technical guys. They're
Mm.
trying to explore. Huh? See, I have been a technical architect, and I have groomed more. I don't know how many people. Okay, hundred of
Mm.
people. I have
Mm.
been groomed in Cognizant.
Mhm.
Hmm. What I've seen is there are certain set of people. Okay, they don't know. Let's say I take those people only. I take even in my Saturday session also. I
Mm.
don't take those experienced guys. Always I take those who are zero.
Mm.
Okay, who wants to learn, but the inside you have to learn. And there are few people who they are very experienced guys, one or
Mm.
two or three by number, but
Mhm.
others are all zero level guys. Hmm.
Mostly. Mm.
Now what happens is I can categorize among three set of categories. Okay,
Mhm.
one people are very keen to learn.
Mm.
Just you give them a hint, they are going to hit the Google button. They are going to search. They want to try. They want to try everything they could put their hands on. They will go to Stack Exchange. They will go to they will try to build something. They are the explorer,
Right.
and they are going to basically in technical. They are going to basically excel in long run.
Mm.
Okay, and I can certify them. I can sign and say this is going to be a technical architect. That is true for me. Okay,
Mm.
there are certain people like no, no, no. I'm afraid if I do this, something is going to go wrong. I don't want to touch it. Okay,
Mhm.
these people, they need to be properly guided with the tool. Like you
Right.
said, this is out of the box. Use this out of the box. They will
Mm.
keep on doing and they will learn that way. They are not going to, do something extra. They will seldom trying their hands, building an application or something. They'll say,
Right.
this is what is being taught. I'm going to follow this rule. I'm not going to spell this side or this side. ये जैसे घोड़े के यहाँ पे लगा दिया है नींबू.
Right.
Okay, so this one part of the section. The other part of the section, the third part of the section is no matter what you try, boost them, teach them, feed them. Okay, they are in a denial mode. They will always be like, I think I fit to this category of this technology. I should look for something else. Okay, so I've seen all this different categories of people. So when you see this guy, like the people you said, like you asked them to convert the leads, but they were exploring. Hmm. Once you show them, they said, "Wow, itna easy tha." Oh my God, and uh, you just maybe if you know them, okay, just try to see they are doing good now
They are.
because
They are.
because they got both the advantage of
Mm.
exploring, okay, and taking the out of the box together, okay, and the skill has basically will be very good enough.
Yes, they are.
Huh?
They're definitely they are doing very well in their careers. They are, and they're working for good organizations. Some of them working for
Mm,
Salesforce now, and practically everybody is overseas.
mm,
There are some who are running their own startups. There are
mm,
others who are in like big names
mhm,
in big cities in the world. So everybody, all those people, and in fact, all these people that I've worked with, the HCL example that I was giving of the project where I organized. I think I don't know whether it is because of that project experience or whatever, but they are all excelling well. And the
mm,
best part is they are still in touch with me.
mm,
And I'm very glad to still get that respect from those guys.
mm,
So it just shows that whatever
mm,
effort you have invested in people, it pays you back. It may not be always, you might not be working together forever, but
mm,
yes,
mm,
you will know that if you need the person, is just a phone call or a message away.
mm. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And
Mm,
that is few things that I can relate. Like
mm,
lot of whenever I go for a conversation, whenever somebody says something, then they say, "Yeah, this actually happened with me."
mm,
Hmm. So this last part of the say last part, this ending part, okay, what you said,
mm.
that connection, yeah, I still have those old connections. If
Me
from
too.
those people who are in TCS, walking
Mm,
in that somebody like now, if I have to recollect, is more than 8 years. Mm,
mm,
you know, when I left TCS, okay, 2014. So when I left the last project, okay, now I was in Cognizant. I'm working for Cognizant after 5 6 years. Somebody in the meeting, they heard my voice, they heard my name. The guy and said, and he pinged me and said, Sasi, you used to work in TCS? I said, yes. You used to
mm.
work for this project? I said, yes. He said, I also used to work in that project. I said, when? I thought like he was together with me. He said,
Mm.
and I said, he said, no, no, you had already left. I came just now. And I said, "Yeah." He said, okay, then who's there in the project? You know, that my name is still somewhere,
Yes.
resonating somewhere because.
Same here. Same here. I get
Mm,
many such instances from, especially from HCL, because
mm,
that was where I led some of the big flagship projects, and I think I was very fortunate to be a part of that team that
mm,
that worked with me. So yeah, some very fine memories from HCL at least I have.
mhm. Those, yeah, those things like every time, and they always request me to come to my face. They say, Sasi, I want to be in part of this your friend circle in Facebook and all.
Mm.
I basically initially doubt, okay, but some kind of impression is already made by those people in that project.
Mm.
There was a guy named Sasi, and he this part of the area, this is what he developed. Okay, this
Right.
is what he has done. So they got and I think outside that, like not a like a close connect that I
Mm.
had, okay, but they have come to my Facebook because of some referencing. No,
Right.
Sasi भैया आपके साथ आपका देखना है, आप क्या लिखते हो. All the stories given because I write a lot of
Good, yeah,
articles
good.
also.
But
So
that gives you a good feeling.
yeah, sometimes I'm very choosy uh, with people to bring in,
Okay.
okay, because not everybody will like what oh, sorry. Oh, okay. So I thought some message that came in. No, it's a recording
Mm.
message. Okay. He said, yeah, I just said, did you ping me or something? He said,
No,
messages
no.
are being recorded. I said, where is the message? Okay. Thank you so much, Anup, for your time. Uh, I like this conversation very much. When I basically go and try to edit and I listen to this,
Mm.
then it gives me a lot of happiness. When I basically do somebody's editing and I see, okay, now I need to upload it, and when I listen the conversation, I feel very happy. And because this is in a natural process, the conversation goes.
I think that is the best part, and that is why you call it candid chat, because there is nothing
Mm,
scripted here, or there is nothing pre-planned or prepared, at least from I'm sure it's from your side as well. But I just want to thank you too to give me, such an opportunity. This is the first time I've done this, and I
Mm,
told you earlier also when we spoke, I was
mm,
skeptical about it because, like I said, I don't want to say something that can offend the community, and I hope I haven't said that. If I have, then please forgive me. But yeah, thanks a lot, and I think it's been a while that I've shared so much with anybody. So it's been a good experience for me to be a part of this candid chat, and yeah, I hope people get to take away something from it whenever you upload it, and
mm.
yeah, I'll keep an eye on all your candid chats now and moving forward.
Mm. Definitely. See, just to end, okay. Uh, I nobody can come to me and ask me for some scripted conversation. Okay,
Mm.
because this is Shashi. uh, so uh, I can talk to directors, okay, to anybody, but nobody can come and say, Shashi, let's have. Yeah, they can say this that if you ask some questions which I don't want to answer, they
Mm.
can decline saying that I don't want to give an answer, which is justified.
Just a
Hmm.
bit. Mm.
But somebody can't come to me and say, Sasi, you ask this question, I'll keep prepared. No, I never
Mm.
do with anyone. Okay.
Okay.
So that's why I say this is a candid conversation. And
That's the
I,
essence. That's the essence of the whole thing.
yeah. And I don't force somebody saying that, please come. Hmm. I can follow up with saying that, I can say, I want to bring you into the conversation. Are you willing to come or not?
Mm.
Maybe there might be a follow up if you haven't responded. But if you have clearly said, I don't want to come, I'm
Mm.
I'm out. I'm not going to, see, I'm not a YouTuber saying that I'll pursue my team. I'm not saying this only for people to get some knowledge out of it. Hmm.
Mm.
And knowledge कहाँ पे मिलता है? When there is already they can connect with you.
Right.
They will say, oh, okay, yeah, this kind of, I've seen my manager behaving this way. Oh, yeah, 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 this happened with me. Right.
Mm.
So
Mm.
when they are able to connect, they will listen. नहीं तो
Right.
2-2 घंटे का conversation कौन listen? And
Exactly.
what I'm saying is not today, hmm, not tomorrow, but somebody when they actually needed some, I want to listen something, some this kind of conversations, and जब प्यासा प्यासा होता है इंसान अभी पानी देखता है. That's what I'm keep on repeating, right?
Good
If
one.
I'm if I'm thirsty, then only I'm going to look for water.
Correct.
When I'm
Mm.
already content, why they need a water?
True. True. That's true.
So this conversation obviously not today, right? Someday you will see a lot of tractions will be building it, which I'm very confident. Hmm. Let people continue with their technical aspects. This is not a technical aspect. There's something philosophical here.
Sure.
Marketing cloud with mingled with philosophy.
Absolutely.
Let me stop this. Let me stop this now.
Sure.